Hi guys, my name's Robbie Ferry and welcome to my channel. I had a really good question from a follower the other day. Robbie, do you think you'll get an advantage wearing an Aero helmet in a bikepacking race? So I'm going to run through two different types of helmet and then I'm going to talk about whether I think that you will or not. So this is a standard road helmet. This is a Laser Z1. I really like this helmet. I've got a very small head and long hair. So a lot of helmets on the market don't work for me. This one does, and it only weighs 230 grams. So the advantage of having a light helmet means there's a lot of pressure on my neck. It also means it's a bit more comfortable. I don't really notice it on my head while I'm racing for say 2 or 3 days. Sometimes I'll get into bed at night and I'll lie down in a hotel or something and then I'll realise, oh wow, I've still got my helmet on. It's got a lot of ventilation, a lot of holes, so it keeps your head cool. If you're going up a big alpine climb, middle of the day, it gets hot going up. You know, you would think that the higher you get, the cooler it gets. It does, yes. But having to work up that height, you just start to overheat a lot because you haven't got this lovely breeze coming in. That's a really big advantage. Normal helmets keep your head cool, they keep you safe, and they're also very light and they're very comfortable. This is an Aero helmet. This is the Laser Bullet. It's a beautiful helmet. I've used this time trialing, I've used it when I need to be quick, and I think if I was going to start road racing, I'd be wearing this helmet. And it looks so cool, let's be fair. It hasn't got much ventilation, so that's the first thing I want to talk about. As you can see here, it's got something called an air slide, and that just goes forward and back, and it just opens up to make it more streamlined, or less streamlined. So in a bikepacking race, if you're going up a big mountain, let's go back to that scenario, this isn't going to cool your head as much as you would like. The next thing I want to talk about is the weight. So this weighs an extra 100 grams compared to the normal helmet. Yes, having all that extra bit here actually does make a big difference. That's going to put a lot more pressure on your neck. And to make it work, you've really got to be in that aerodynamic position to get it all right. It's designed for you to be low and aero. It's not designed for you to be right up here looking down. Yeah, that's the difference between Aero and normal helmets. It's all about the design. So do I think it's going to offer you an advantage in a bikepacking race? So aerodynamics really come into play all the time, obviously. But with a helmet, you've kind of, to make a real difference, got to be doing over 20 miles an hour. So, or if you're not talking in miles an hour and you're talking kilometers, let's say 30 to 35k, yeah? So, in my opinion, that's not a speed that you often hit in a bikepacking race. So, maybe on a descent, maybe on a flat with a lovely tailwind, you might get up to that speed, but it's not often you'll be there. So you're not really going to get much benefit from using a helmet like this. You're actually going to get more benefit from a helmet like this that's going to keep you cool, that's going to be a bit more comfortable and lighter on your head. I know it's only 100 grams, but over 2-3 days of riding 16 to 18 hours a day, that can put a lot more pressure on your neck. That's really unnecessary pressure that you don't want. With a helmet, you want to be safe, you want to be comfortable, and you want it to be as light as possible. They're the most important things. So to answer your question, I don't really think an Aero helmet will benefit you in a bikepacking race. I think you're better to stick with a standard helmet and just stay cool and just keep it light.